The future is AI. I wanted to talk about this topic because in the past 6 months, I've been reading about AI, using AI tools to help me be more creative, more quickly, help me produce better written content. I don't rely on it completely. I like using AI when you know there is a human oversight because it can help you produce work faster and in everyday life. AI on the phones, taking care of responsibilities, getting things done a lot faster, and AI can complete many tasks for you so you can free up time to do many other things that you want to do. I'm all for that. I'm all about that. However, in the past 6 months, I have taken the time to dig a little deeper, learn more about where did AI come from. I won't talk about that in this video, but I understand it is humans who help produce AI over decades. This has been going on for a very long time. The rabbit hole goes very deep. But during my research and learning about it and listening to people like me on YouTube too, everybody has a different take. They do research, they share their knowledge, they share what they find out, and I really do enjoy it. I do like AI. As I learned more about AI, I'm watching these clips on YouTube from major TV channels from across the world, like a 60 minutes here in the United States or maybe in another country, stuff like that. And they're interviewing people who use AI for friendships, for companionship, for love. I can tell you that and this might rub people the wrong way, but you know what? I wouldn't want you in my life anyway. If I ever found out that a friend or a lover or my partner, even if I was married, was using AI for friendship, for love, for attention, for validation, for anything like that, I would end my friendship, relationship, or marriage with you without thinking about it. It would be done. Maybe that's cold-hearted, cruel. You don't know what it is to be alone. Yes, I do. And I would say in the past 10 years, I've been alone more than I ever have by choice. I'm much happier. I'm more balanced. I find people to be exhausting. They throw me off balance. I used to wonder why I felt the way I did. I was always surrounded by too many people, and it really does drain your energy. I like myself so much more now. So it's not about me making fun of people being lonely. I just feel you can't be mentally balanced. And they're interviewing people who hold high-level jobs, and they're not just using it for guidance to be better at their job. They're using it as companionship. There are people that have very high-level jobs that, they have a lot of people that look up to them. If I ever found out that they used AI chatbots or AI, but I know there's like robotics and stuff like that to fill that void like that. I could never take you seriously. I'm not sorry. I don't feel bad about it at all. The more I watched the interviews, the more disturbed I became. I can't imagine. I say find a hobby, And they're talking to people like there are people that live very remotely from others. Like that's just their lifestyle. Well, then you should be used to being alone. I would think you're like that. You chose that lifestyle because you like that lifestyle. Some people like being alone all the time. I just don't like being around people the way I used to be all the time. I happen to prefer more calm, quiet. If I feel I start getting, I just remove myself now because it's exhausting. It's emotionally and physically, it becomes physically exhausting when you're around and you sense weirdo-ness. I just can't stomach it anymore. I have gray rocked and I have stepped back because I don't hate people. There's a difference. I just can't be around you the way I used to. And I just don't feel bad about it. I used to feel bad. Not anymore. I've been online for a long time. People watched me when I was going through my struggle, my entrepreneurial struggle. People thought they knew me more than they really did because of what I shared online. It got me through a challenging time. But I knew what I was doing. You know what I mean? I was, going along, just rolling along. As I remember using my first phone, trying to go live with YouTube, and then started going live when I got my second smartphone. I did what I had to do to get here, but I knew I would get here. And if I had more money and I didn't have to struggle like that, I probably wouldn't have done any of that. You know, I feel I built up an audience. People are now watching my channel evolve into more than it used to be. And that's what I always wanted. I still like it. It's earning me a little more money. And I continue to get better. It's a passion. It's a hobby that turned into a passion that slowly turning into streams of income. And that was the whole point from day one. For me. I know people read me the wrong way, but most people wouldn't have gone through what I went through to get where I'm about to go. So it's just, I wanted to share that I've learned a lot about AI, especially in the past 6 months. And I do find it disturbing that people actually use AI as companionship like that. I mean, okay, they could be that way, but I could tell you right now, if I ever found out and you were my friend or lover or partner or husband, I would say goodbye without hesitation. I think it's weird. I think it's odd. It's strange. Start writing. Create a YouTube channel. It's more, in my opinion, balanced. There's going to be someone out there that wants to hear what you have to say. There's going to be someone out there who went through your trials, and there's going to be someone out there who finds you interesting. Do your best not to go down that path. If you have children in today's world, I don't envy it at all. If you have little ones, I would work harder to make sure they know that's not normal. That's not normal. You need someone to go talk to? Wasn't all for it in the beginning. Go to that help thing online and speak to a therapist. There's nothing wrong with wanting to speak with someone outside of your circle. But to use chatbots and AI to fill that void for companionship and friendship, are you out of your bird? I remember once, I'm not the best editor, but I know I have to cut these short and add them into the iMovie so I don't have to repeat myself and feel like I'm talking to myself more than I am. I remember once when I was first going live, and there was obviously someone on the other end. I know there was a few people, but there was this one specific person that I found out, well, really two, that followed me. And that's something that I backed off from lives for a while because you took the fun out of it for me. Anyway, they were telling me that I should go into a virtual world. Now, that's before the past 5 years. That's coming into play with the goggles. You're in a virtual world and play real person in a virtual world. You will never see me do that. I feel in my life, during my lifetime, I probably will witness having an eye set, maybe going to a party, watching a live concert in the metaverse, maybe browsing real estate in the metaverse. I'm really into that kind of stuff. Absolutely. Seeing other parts of the world in the metaverse. But to play a part and like build a friendship within the metaverse, that's you'll never get that from me. Ever. Nope. I'm not against technology, like I said, but there is a line that you cross. And I'll tell you, if I knew you were using a chatbot, AI, and you were using them as if companionship in that way, don't get mad when I don't want to be around you. Because I can tell you right now, I wouldn't waste my energy talking to you if I knew that. And if I found out later on, I would just walk away. You know, if you're ignorant because someone's keeping a secret from you, it's not a choice to be ignorant. Turn a blind eye. You know, some people turn a blind eye because they don't want to fluff feathers. You get what I mean. I wanted to share this. People are out of their birds. I've been misunderstood for years online. And you're crazy. You really are crazy. I was aiming for a goal. And it just led to so many other things. I'm supposed to be here at this moment. That's how I feel. Everything happening online with my businesses, I'm supposed to be here. Everything rolling out, the new world rolling out with the AI technology, like going to a store, which that's another thing. I said that in my video last night. It was a gig video. And I was talking about how companies should put more AI into their stores. I do it when I return Amazon products. I'll buy double. I know half's going back because I have to try on sizes. It's just a part of, I got this from Amazon. I originally ordered an extra large. I needed a large. So I sent back, I send them back. I go to the UPS. I put things in packages and I use my phone and I make sure I get ready and I do it at the kiosk. I call it the kiosk. I'm training myself to get used to that because there's really no reason for me to go to the counter and bother the workers doing the heavy loading because they have trucks pulling up. You'll always need humans, like I said, in oversight. You'll always need humans, in my opinion, working beside the AI. But it will slash the staff in half. And I'm all for it because it will create other jobs. I can continue to talk and this video can get way long. But most people that are having a hard time right now, in my opinion, and they're all about my age, a little bit younger and a little bit older, there are at least half the people out there are against the change. You got to go with it or you're going to get left behind. Don't look at AI as they're replacing jobs. There's also going to be a lot of jobs out there that will be created. And it will make many jobs less backbreaking. And a lot of people don't see it that way. I didn't see it that way in the beginning, but I continue to listen to YouTube videos, especially from people like me digging deep to find the research, to upload their content, to share what they found out and how they feel about it. And they're right. Jobs that used to be real backbreaking jobs, many of them, not all of them. I mean, some of them probably can't be replaced with AI. They're going to be less backbreaking. And that's what you want. You want AI to help, lessen the heavy loads and make everything run more efficiently. Until the next video clip. Thanks for listening. Have a good one. Bye for now.